Hello guys, I'm here. Needed to grab a couple of things quick that I forgot. Sorry. Oh, hey, happy Monday. How are you? I was having some issues getting my live to go live, and then I got it to go, and I didn't have the stuff out of the refrigerator, but I didn't want to take stuff out of the refrigerator until I went live, and then I forgot anyway. So, all in all, it's a Monday, right? But now I'm looking for my water. I don't really know what I did with it. Oh, well. It is what it is. Guys, hello, happy Monday. How are you? I hope you're doing good. It's Jan here. I'm coming to you a little later this evening. I have been on the run, but you know what? I've been home alone for a while here, and it's an eerie quiet, but man, can I get stuff done that I kind of put on the back burner because it's things that only I can do, like patch jeans and do some things like that. And so when everybody else is gone and I don't have somebody to go help me do something outside, that's what I do. I get my things done. So guys, if you're jumping on here with me live, if you're seeing a red live up in that corner, that just means that you are on here with me live. I would love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're new to watching me or following me, type new follower in the comments and make sure you're following me. Tap my face. 3 dots up there, follow me, okay? Because what I love to share is a low-carb lifestyle that Dave and I have sustained for many years now. And I kind of realized that other people needed this help too because, hey, we were in a way a while back, and I wanted to share it. So, guys, I'd love it if you'd type live in the comments. If you're watching me later on, it says was live up there. That just means you're catching the replay. Totally wonderful. Thanks for tuning in later on. Drop replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Guys, if you saw the title, yogurt, good, the bad, what is there to know about it? Well, I'm going to talk about that tonight, okay? Now, I do share information similar to this, maybe even a little more in-depth, but I also share recipes, other ideas, just motivation, happiness, those types of things in a group on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. I'd love to have you join me. You can search it on Facebook, or you can drop group in the comments. I'll leave you a link and you can get in there to join. You do not have to be diabetic to be in there. Somebody just looking for some recipes, maybe a little bit more natural lifestyle, because we do like to eliminate the junk if we can. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for saying hello. So, yogurt. I was that person several years ago who thought, yogurt, it says yogurt on it. It's good for you, right? Let's talk about that, okay? Yogurts are good for you for a lot of reasons, okay? They're packed with probiotics for gut health, which is a wonderful thing. We need a healthy gut. Our bodies do not function great if we don't have a healthy gut. So yogurt as a whole is a good thing because it's good for our gut, okay? It's also high in protein, okay? We need protein, folks. Hi, Irma. We need protein, and especially as we're getting older. Hey, Crystal. I have really put a focus on protein here lately. It's a muscle builder, guys, and who doesn't need a little bit of muscle? Hey, Angie, thanks for tuning in. So, it's a great source of protein. So if you're looking for a boost of protein, yogurt might be where it's at, okay? It's a source of calcium and some B vitamins too. So that's another thing that our bodies really needs. And you know what's great about it? It's quick. You can eat it the way you like it for a snack, or it can go as a meal too, okay? And I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about the things that I do with yogurt that make it even a dessert, a snack, or add it to a meal. Hey, Sandy, how are you? So, here's the things to look for, okay, when you're looking for yogurt. You want it higher in protein, okay? So we're looking for maybe 10 to 20 grams of protein. I'm going to get to that, Irma, okay? I've got my picks here. I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, but we want to get 10 to 20 grams of protein. The one I have here has 12, another brand has 15, and this one, if you eat A serving, it's 16 grams of protein. So those are all into the protein thing. Great way, just one simple little cup of this. This is 12 grams of protein. Great way to sock in some protein, okay? You want to look at sugar, okay? You want less than 7 grams of sugar. I can't remember what this one has. It does have 0 added. That's a good thing. Total sugars is 2 on this one. Total sugars is 1 on this one. Total sugars on this is 6, okay? So they're all under 7. I've got good choices here, right? Active live cultures, okay, guys? Now that's where you kind of have to go in here. I don't know how, yes, this one does say it contains active live cultures, okay? I have bought Pump's Greek. Okios Greek, yeah. I'm not fond of the Okios, okay? I'm just going to say that. I see that, Irma, yeah. This one says, I got to look here. They should all say, always consult your... This one does not say what it's got in it for... this one does say it's got active yogurt cultures in it. I'm going to look at this one again. It's in the, that one was in the, Too Good is in the ingredients. It's down towards the end. I don't find it in this one, but contains live and active cultures, okay? So they all do contain cultures. Sometimes you might find a yogurt that says it's yogurt, but it's questionable whether it really is. Sometimes they can say it's yogurt, but maybe it's not really great yogurt. Okay, we'll just put it that way. Okay, whole milk or full fat options are what I always go with. Now, if you're using a dairy-free, the coconut milks and the coconut ones and stuff like that, I don't use too many of those. However, if it's full fat coconut one, that should be wonderful, okay? I always stress, don't buy low fat, okay, guys? Full fat, whole milk, if you're using a milk one, okay? That's what you want. And then the more minimal ingredients, the better, okay? Now, like this one here contains cultured, pasteurized grade A milk. And that contains live active cultures, okay? So, and this is just a whole milk Greek yogurt, okay? It's plain. I'm going to tell you how I use these, guys, okay? This one, I'm looking. Cultured grade A ultrafine non-fat milk. Cultured, okay, so, man, this is hard to read. Water. So this is okay. Greek yogurts really, guys, are probably the best. But sometimes they add stuff to those that make them a little tricky. These, I use Too Good, which is a brand like this. Or Ratio Trio is another one I like. These are keto approved, which the other one would be too. They're just made a little bit different, okay? So, anyway, the less ingredients, the better. I mean, some of those babies, they get an ingredient list that goes halfway down the side, okay? So, I'm going to tell you what to avoid when you're buying them, okay, guys? If you're popping on here with me live, please let me know you're out there. I'd love to know if you're watching me, and if you're getting any good out of this, let me know, hey, I didn't realize this, or hey, yeah, I knew that, or share this video out. You never know who might need it. But anyway, the things to avoid with yogurt for me are the fruit on the bottom, or fruit, like the flips or stuff like that, because typically when they put fruit in it, they sweeten the fruit. It's not just fruit. If you want fruit in your yogurt, buy you some frozen fruit, buy you some fresh fruit, mix it in, okay? It's plain and simple. Hey, Amy, So, like I was saying, hey, Crystal, how are you? I like Too Good as well. Awesome. These two are my go-tos. Either one, I don't really care. Okay. So, but avoid avoid the ones that have the fruit or the other stuff added already. Add your own. Okay. Avoid low fat or light. Okay. When they take fat out of stuff. Hey, Julie from Massachusetts. Hello. Hi, Andrew. Oh, thank you so much, Dorinda. I appreciate that. So, when they take fat out, because things like yogurt, dairy has fat in it. God put that fat in there for our bodies, okay? Our bodies do need fat, but it needs good fat. The fat that was put here, not the fat that's manufactured in a plant. We need fat that he put here on God's green earth to help us. I have not ever used Chobani Zero Sugar, so I tried some Chobani one time, guys. I couldn't do the taste of it. I don't know what it was, but just look for the things that I'm talking about in your own, okay? I'd love it, you know, if you go look at yours and you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have been using this. Let me know, okay? Okay, because low fat and light, they're taking fat out. And my doorbell's going to go. My husband's home. So you want to make sure you're avoiding those, okay? Artificial sweeteners are a thing you don't want. Maltodextrin. If you see maltodextrin on the label of anything, throw it away. Well, leave it there, okay? In my humble opinion, maltodextrin needs to be banned by the U.S. If you don't like what I said right there, I'm sorry. But it is banned in almost every other country across the world except the U.S. Maltodextrin is way higher glycemic index, which affects blood sugars, than even table sugar. So if you're eating maltodextrin and you're having high blood sugars, I can guarantee you that's what's causing it. So watch your sweeteners, guys. If you can get sweeteners, it's just sugar. It's highly processed something or other. If you can get, you know, allulose is a good sweetener, erythritol, monk fruit. Sucralose is good in small quantities, okay? So, what are the best ones? Okay, Fage, and I don't know if I say these right, guys, so make fun of me if you want to. I don't really care. Greek plain or 5%. Those are all pretty good ones, okay? Too Good is one that I do like. It's sweetened with stevia, so it's a good one. Keto Ratio is low carb, high fat, high protein, okay? And Good Culture, this is not Good Culture. Good Culture, Walmart doesn't carry it. I don't know where it comes from. It might be Target. It's blended from cottage cheese, okay? So, but that is a good option, okay? So those are the best yogurt brands. I'm not saying that your yogurt isn't good. You just want it to check all the boxes, okay? So, hello. Ooh, good job. So, anyway, creative ways to use it. My grandson and my husband, they're home. So, I got to finish up here because they're going to want to talk. Hubby's home. Yeah, my peace and quiet's done. I got invaded. So, great ways. Irma, I get the ratio at Walmart. I've gotten it at Hy-Vee. I'm not sure where you live. Hy-Vee is kind of a Midwest type thing. I think Aldi might have it once in a while. I'm not positive on that one. I usually grab it at Walmart because I have trouble finding it at other places. I've never looked at Target. I do not shop at Target very often. So here in the Midwest too, I think there's Super Saver. Those have them. So good ways to get these two, guys, is like a protein powder. If you want to even pack more protein into one of these things, protein powder. Take a scoop of protein powder and mix in with it. You're going to boost your protein, okay? Or collagen. Collagen is another great thing. I love our collagen. I'm not going to lie. I was not a collagen person too much, or I never felt like I got too much out of it. And then I realized that the amount of collagen from the ones, you know, that you buy at the big box stores, I'm not going to lie, their collagens, to compare to the collagen I take, you'd have to take 3 or 4 scoops of that collagen. And people will tell me, you know, gosh, that collagen is so expensive. And it's like, yeah, but if you really look at scoop for scoop, when yours takes 4 scoops to add up to my 1 scoop, who's cheaper? Yeah, tell me about it. So I love our collagen. My nails love our collagen. I have a great friend who had like a bald spot back here, and she's been taking our collagen, and after about a year, it filled in nicely. And if you want to see pictures of Julie's hair growing back with the use of our collagen, send me a private message and I'll send you that picture privately, okay? So anyway, onward. Things you can add in, okay? Chia seeds, cinnamon is really great in there. Maybe a few berries. Something that I do is shredded coconut, unsweetened coconut. I like that. I add that in. What are some other things I add in? Granola. You can buy keto granolas. I like those in there. Just lots of different things that you can add in there. Give you a little crunch. Give you a little flavor. And honestly, guys, when I'm doing a lot of times a protein shake, we have a protein shake that I use a lot of days. I zip up the protein count by adding this, because then the flavor of my protein shake, I'm not fond of plain Greek yogurt, but if I mix it in my protein shake, it's good. So I don't mind that, okay? Just another way to get Greek yogurt in there, okay? I actually did this the other day. I used this, and I made some ranch dip for like cucumbers, radishes, things like that. I don't remember exactly how I did it. This and some sour cream and a couple of other things, and I need to get that recipe in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. For that, I actually made ranch salad dressing using this just recently. I need to get that in there. You can use this like sour cream, guys, if you want to use it on tacos and stuff like that, okay? Another great option to get it in. Yeah, so nuts and seeds are another thing. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds are good in there. Easy on the nuts. Nuts can be high in calories and things like that. But, you know, in a little container like this, you don't want to put too many nuts in it. So, anyway, those are my ideas for getting yogurt into your diet. And like I said, I had kind of stopped eating yogurt until I was deciding, okay, I need to get more protein. But I'm telling you what, to eat that much meat or something like that through the day, it's like, oh my gosh, I get tired of eating meat to get the protein in that I want. So this is a sweet little treat that I don't mind doing. So anyway, now, you know, it works for our lifestyle, guys. It's easy, it's fast, it helps fill you up. It's got great gut support for your digestion, which, you know, the gut support and the protein in it can help with energy and all that kind of stuff. Whoa, I just knocked stuff off the counter. It's perfect for on-the-go days. Grab a little cooler. You know, Dave just took off with this little bitty cooler, and they left before dinner, but he cooked dinner, took it with him. Grab that little cooler. All you got to do is throw a little ice pack in it. And you know what? Chalk Zero sends ice packs all the time. I throw those in there, throw them in a cooler, take one of these to go, and you're set, okay? And, you know, it just helps you stay full. It's a sweet little treat that tricks the mind to saying, okay, I'm satisfied now. So anyway, those are my tips, guys. You know, take them or leave them. And like I said, I love sharing this stuff. I love you know, I do the research and I try to pass it on to you. Feel free to do more research beyond what I've done. If you want to go deeper into some of this stuff, have at it. You know, I just like to bring the basics here. So anyway, like I said, I love sharing this. The group is Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. You know, I talk about our duos all the time, but that collagen is something I don't talk about much. Now, if you're curious about the collagen, drop info in the comments and I'll get back to you about the collagen, or shoot me a private message if you need the information like right now. So, you know, I'll get you the information. We can talk about, you know, the great collagen that we take, that really does help. I know Dave's on concrete all day long and his knees sure can feel the difference from the collagen that we take. So anyway, if you, have any questions, drop them in the comments. And that's all I have. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Enjoy it. Smile. Pass that smile on. We'll chat later. Bye-bye.